Paw Borough is a pet sim game that is about cats. It's like Flight Rising, but cats. That's the best way I could explain it. It has been in development for quite a few years. I've been following along with its development for a while now, since it's been on Kickstarter. And after quite a few years of waiting, it is finally out. And I am super excited about it. I have been attached to this game since it released. Like for the past, I think, 4 days, I've pretty much just been on Paw Borough every single waking second of free time I've had. And unsurprisingly, I now want to ramble about it for who knows how long. Actually, no, I do know how long. However long this video ends up being. Anyway. So if you want to know about why I'm so hyped about this game, Paw Borough is kind of like my dream pet sim game. I grew up with Warrior Cats and Flight Rising, and I used to think it would be so cool if there was a game like Flight Rising, but with cats, so I could kind of roleplay Warrior Cats on a pet sim game. So the second I saw someone was making Flight Rising but cats and a lot of inspiration from Warriors, like you could tell from the Kickstarter page that these people were Warrior Cats fans, I was hooked. I knew I was jumping along for the ride. I was super excited about this project. I ended up Kickstarter backing Paw Borough. It was a very obvious decision for me to do so. I was super excited about it. I knew if this game was made, I would be super excited. I was just like, I'm going to take my chances and donate a little bit of money so I can get some extra items, and so that this game has a higher chance of existing, because I really wanted the game to be made. I was super excited about Paw Borough. So technically this was the second time Paw Borough was releasing for open beta. The first time it released for open beta, the game got very glitchy and bugged out. Essentially, from my understanding, if I've understood what the devs have said about it correctly, essentially when the game released, there was a glitch where every single time a cat was generated, they described it as like clogging a faucet. Each cat was a hair, and as more cats got generated, the more and more clogged the faucet became, and eventually nothing was working. Everything was just bogged down and lagging, and no one can get their cats in, and it was just a mess. As someone who was there, it was essentially like a bunch of just infinity looping screens of death. You weren't doing anything on the website. Everything was broken. You weren't getting anywhere. I remember I got to the founders page where you have to design the founders, and I was stuck there for like an hour. And then I finally got off the founders page and I got to my first follower. And shockingly, the first follower actually followed me pretty quickly, but then I got to the second follower, and I think I was there for like 4 hours trying to save this freaking follower, and it just wasn't going. And I remember right before I was going to bed, it was around midnight, I was trying one more time, and that's when the server went down, because the devs were like, yep, this is too broken. We're going to pull this off the air until we figure out what's happening. And I was like, no, my follower. 15, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Open.
Want to know a fun thing?
What?
The game is actually set and running like an hour-ish at least before it says it's good to go. Because we want to make sure it's actually running.
Open. And it takes you to a white screen.
Oh.
Okay.
Better luck next time.
So that was the vibe of what the original opening was. It was just a lot of broken, not working stuff, getting to pages, being stuck in infinite loading screens. It was an experience. However, the game eventually came back. After they shut the servers down, they set up another day of this is when the game will be released for Take Two. And this time, the game wouldn't give you infinite loading screens whenever you wanted to do literally anything. Now, I'm going to get a little bit into some of the discourse that centered around this second reopening. There was a little bit of a split within the Paw Borough community on how people felt the second reopening should be handled. Some people felt that founders and followers that were generated should remain in the game. The data shouldn't be wiped because, once again, this is a pet sim game and people were sitting on this game for like 6 hours trying to get their cats, and some of them got them. So people weren't really wanting to lose the cats that they had worked to get. While others were like, we've been stuck in loading hell for forever. We want another chance to get these low digit cats because we've literally just been stuck on a birthday screen for the past 2-3 hours. It was decided by a fusion of a community poll and the devs that it would have the data wiped and that they would completely re-release the game and start over. But they gave all of the people who already had accounts a 10 to 15 minute head start before the game opened up, because there were a handful of people who already had accounts from the closed beta and they wanted to simulate the same like few minute advantage they would have with getting on the game due to already having accounts and not needing to create one. So anyway, the second opening occurred about 1 hour after I got off work, so it was perfect timing for me. I got really lucky in that regard. But anyway, I get home, I'm super excited. I have some tea in hand and I jump on the second it's open to make my cats, and I am shaking during the whole process because I was trying my best to get a 3-digit follower, or not a follower, 3-digit founder. I just wanted a 3-digit cat in general, to be honest, because the first time I did the beta, the first time it happened, I managed to get 3-digit founders and 1 follower, so I was like, I really want to get 3-digit kibbies again since I got it the first time. Okay, our founder IDs are locked in. I've already decided for the the follower cats. I already have 2 followers that I really liked from the first beta version, so I'm going to probably just select whatever the first option they give me is. Snowdrop, Raven, okay. Raven. We're good. Skin, none. Okay, yeah, you're Snowdrop, Raven. Okay, we're good. Second cat. Okay, I'm shaking because I wish I could go faster. Like, this is taking too long, in my opinion. Come on. This one's just quadruple parakeet, and I need, tiger. And I want you to be Zenith. Come on. Duo. Zenith. Come on. You look correct. No, not the... None. Why do you still say Luna? You're Zenith. Okay. I really hope this doesn't break and, like, has it be Luna eyes. But if it does, I think they had an option where it would change. Yeah, you're right. You're correct. Save founder cats. Come on. Here, I can take this off. Come on. Come on. Okay, we're good. Okay. Where's the owl? It's the first one. It's already selected. Ranger build. And you like, favorite flavor will be salty and least favorite will be sweet. and you will be, favorite flavor will be sweet, least favorite flavor will be bitter, and you're gonna have the warrior build. Yeah. And you're going to be a mischievous cat. Parakeet. Tundra. Confirm. Okay, come on. Yay. Chasm. Confirm and let's go. Okay, we're in. Okay. Founders. Really fast. Really freaking fast. Claim. You gained a follower, cat. Keep this follower. Come on. First two, I'm just going to take whatever they give me because I already decided that I want keep the 2 cats that I got from the original. And if for some reason something goes wrong and I messed up how to get those cats, I've just decided that I don't know. The last one I am going to get the customization for, though, because I didn't get a 3rd cat. I never got to the 3rd cat. Okay. You're not that bad, but shuffle follower. Because I just want to keep the first 2. Oh, you have nice matchy colors. Keep this follower. Okay. Confirm. We're in. We're in. We're in. Territory. What IDs did I get? Did I do it? Did I get... Because I really, really wanted, 3-digit. Please. Yay! I got 3-digit! So that was what the first day of Paw Borough was like. As you could tell, I was very, very, very much excited and anxious to try to get a 3-digit cat. Once again, that was one of my main goals during the opening because I had gotten 3-digit the first time, so I wanted to do it again. Another thing, since I realized I did not explain this in the original footage while everything was happening, probably because I was really excited about it, during the first beta, after the game was shut down and the servers were put offline, the devs had said if you got a follower you really liked, they would replace one of the followers you got during the re-release with one of the followers you had gotten during the first beta launch attempt. So essentially how Paw Borough works, as you could see, probably could have figured out through the footage, the first 2 cats you get are fully customizable, and then the next 3 cats you get are RNG based. So essentially the RNG based cats are called your followers, and they were saying if you had legally gotten a follower during the first open beta attempt, they would honor that and let you keep that follower if you had wanted it. And I wanted to keep both of the 2 followers I had gotten during the open beta. So that's essentially what I did. I wasn't super interested in what the first 2 cats would look like because I already knew what I wanted out of them. Beyond, obviously, just getting accustomed with the website and learning how to play the game, the reviving followers was the next, I guess you could say, task on my list of things to do when Paw Borough opened up. When the followers were given back, I had a funny thing that happened. One of my followers was glitched out when they ended up being added back to my account. So every single cat you have in the game has a burrow. And when one of my followers was added back, that cat did not have a burrow. I think the reason was because during the original beta, the cat started out, it appeared as a abyssal cat, but then its data turned it into a Luna cat. So I think when they were reintroduced, since they said, oh, hey, if the cat actually got into the game, its data was still there to a degree. So I'm guessing what happened was the code got confused or something, because the image of the cat looked like an abyssal cat, but the code was that of a Luna cat. So I'm wondering if it got its wires crossed or something. But my cat had no burrow. If you looked at the section where the cat would have a burrow listed on the camp page, there was nothing there. If you went to the cat's profile, the cat's burrow was listed as cogwheel, despite the cat never once having cogwheel eyes. And then at one point, while I was trying to poke around with this cat and figure out what was happening, I put the cat into the wardrobe, and the cat decided it wanted to go from having the abyssal eyes to having Luna eyes. So yeah, the cat was very glitched. It was very funny. It was easily fixed though. I ended up, after I got the cat, I sent in an error ticket and the cat was fixed within a minute or two. But that was a very funny thing. That's definitely going into that cat's lore. My next list of things that I am trying to do is get the last two Kickstarter fauna that I don't have. So I did back the Kickstarter way back when this was released, so I have all of the Kickstarter fauna from the lower tiers. The only two that I didn't get from the Kickstarter is the Kitsugi and the Featherbeeru. And I traded one of my followers. One of the followers I got was 3 digits, so I traded that follower for a Lunastone and a Kitsugi. And now I'm just working on getting Featherbeeru. Featherbeeru is the only fauna I don't have right now that is Kickstarter based, so that's my main trying to buy thing in the game right now is Featherbeeru, so I can have all the Kickstarter fauna and have that done and out of the way before those items become harder and harder to get, because I find the longer you wait to try to get those items, the harder it is to obtain them, as people end up getting their copy of the item, and then eventually, they kind of stop being in circulation because everyone who ends up getting one doesn't want to trade it or sell it, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. That's why I tried doing it as fast as possible. My final goal in the game is I'm just trying to get more cats at this point. I had for a long time, I had my 2 founders and 2 of my followers, the 2 followers that I originally had from the original beta opening. And I just got a 5th cat that I plan on keeping. I had one more cat from the beginning of the game that I got because you could get an incense from buying the starter bundle in the game, and since I was trying to get low digit cats, and I just wanted as many cats as I could possibly get, I got that, and I'm not super happy with that cat's colors, so I'm probably going to resell or trade that cat at a future date, but for right now, I'm holding on to it just because having more cats in your camp, having more numbers kind of helps you out within this game because you can get more resources a little bit faster. So now I'm just at a point where I'm trying to get more cats because the more cats you have, the easier this game is to farm for resources and stuff. That, and also I want some 5-digit cats. I have the 2 3-digit founders and I have 2 4-digit followers. I now got a 5-digit regular incense cat that I just got my paws on literally an hour ago from when I'm recording this. And that's about it. I don't really have many other cats. I'm trying to just get more at this point. That's my next major goal. As the game is Paw Borough, you collect cats. I would like to, collect cats. Anyway, as a conclusion to this video, I figured I would show y'all the cats that I currently have. So I'm going to start with this cat. This was my 2nd founder cat, and he is the only cat in my camp so far that's 100% completed in my eyes. His outfit is done. His genes are how I want him. He doesn't have any more changes or edits that I currently want to make to him. I mean, I know Paw Borough has a background scene feature that I will probably go back to and try to create nice scenes for all my cats at some point, but I'm not really worrying about that too much right now because they don't have too many scene items in my opinion. The scene editing feature is kind of broken right now, so I'm just focusing on getting the cat dressed up how I want them right now. So in my eyes, he's done at the moment. The second cat is my first founder and also currently my profile cat. Her name is Tundra's Claw. She is mostly done. She has all of her jeans done, but I still have an outfit that I have to craft for her. But jean wise, she is 100% done. To be quite honest, there's a little part of me that's considering maybe skipping her outfit because one, I'm having a hard time crafting, getting all the materials I need for that dress, and two, it covers her butterfly pattern, so there's a small part of me that might just say she's 100% done and just not dress her up. Next up, we have the rebellious, burrowless glitch cat. I love this cat. First off, I love the look of the cat, the completed jean set for this cat. I'm very excited. I'm currently working the most on completing this cat because I think among all the cats I have, this cat is the coolest. And two, I'm going to have a fun time writing this cat's lore. I'm 100% incorporating the fact this cat got glitched into this cat's lore. Next, we have my second stubborn. This is the stubborn follower from the original beta that I was stuck on this cat's follower page for like 2 hours and I couldn't get them to save. So in my head, this cat's a very stubborn cat. And finally, this is the cat that I got literally just this morning. Like, from when I'm recording this, I probably got this cat like an hour ago. I don't have super strong feelings towards this cat yet, but I did have a really fun time creating the cat's outfit, and I might tweak it a little bit more because I'm not 100% sure if I like the blue frogs or if I want to go with the different color frogs, but this is a genuine vibe of where I want to take that cat. Anyway, it is time to talk about the art in the video. Unsurprisingly, it's Paw Borough fan art. It's drawing of my founder, Tundraclaw. I genuinely really struggled with this drawing. I used to only draw cats. When I first started drawing, I learned how to draw from drawing cats. I was obsessed with drawing cats. I love drawing cats. But recently I haven't been drawing as many cats, so I've been very out of practice, so figuring out how to do this drawing and trying to figure out the cat's anatomy, especially since I was trying to go for a more realistic-esque look versus the more cartoony, exaggerated proportions that I'm used to. This was a very difficult drawing for me. But I think it came out okay in the end. I have some feelings on this drawing. I feel it could have been better, but ultimately, considering how much I was struggling with it, I think I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm happy that I at least saw this drawing all the way through, because there were a handful of times I wanted to just throw the tablet and walk away. But anyway, that is about it for this video. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to prevent grease fires.